Let's call this meeting to order. Please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Start out with the roll call. Alderman Smith. Alderman Quinn.
Here.
Alderman Schneider.
Here.
Alderman Saunders.
Here.
Alderman Simpson.
Here.
Alderman Osborne. Here. We have a quorum. Let's get started. First thing we have on the agenda will be to review and approve the minutes of the December 3rd, 2025 meeting, found under tab 4.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from December 3rd, 2025.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the minutes of the December 3rd, 2025 meeting of the Board of Aldermen. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The motion carries. Next thing on the agenda will be the mayor's report. I have no report. Following that, the city clerk report.
Those should be in your packet for your review. We have all been overwhelmed these last 3 weeks with the SNA. Lots of information, lots of learning, lots of good things. It's going really well. Cindy has done really well with AP, purchase orders, things of that nature. All the department leads have been trained on POs. So they will also be trained once we get our new time clock system up and running. They will have oversight over each department there to look at the paper and monitor that. So, I mean, everybody's been in City Hall has been very understanding because we've had some glitches here and there, haven't they? But they've all been really good so far. So, I did want to bring up something though regarding power outages. Now that we are totally cloud-based with our system, and when we have a power outage, we lose access to
Phones,
our phones
everything.
and computers. I'd like to just maybe think about a generator of some sort for the city hall in the near future, or I mean, Mike is aware we can get some battery backups for our computer system. Those wouldn't be.
Those are usually short term.
Yeah, they're
They're
just
shorter
short
term.
term.
And there are some in place now, but apparently they're not configured properly because
That could be.
you should at least get something, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, just to, but yeah, the generator asks that.
I know it's not in our budget this year, but it just really is not convenient for any of our residents for one thing. And it just puts a standstill on pretty much everything here too. So.
Maybe we can take a look. There are some grants that appear to be relative to security-based type grants. Perhaps this might fall underneath that umbrella. I do not know that to be true, but it's certainly something we can check into.
Is something MPUA?
That would be, that's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
Also, I didn't have it in the packet, but I have it now. This is for your review of payroll hours for this last pay period. This is the new system, and then also in your packet, you do have the new system budget. It's not completely there. We still have to input some line items in our budget, and Gabby helped me with those yesterday. So at the next meeting, you'll probably see something a little more that you've been missing.
One for
Oh.
practice. Okay.
Thank you.
So that's all I have.
I noticed on your report, you did put in a reminder for the April 2026 election. The filing deadline for those interested in running for any of the open offices that they are able to run for is December 30th of 2025 at 5 p.m.
5 p.m., yes.
All right, moving right along. If that completes your report, next thing we would have is the city attorney's report. City attorney will not be here tonight. There will not be a report. Next thing on the agenda will be authorized guest speakers. We have Tony Addison.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. I am here to strongly oppose the proposal to reduce police department hours. Public safety is not something that can be scheduled or limited to certain times of the day. Crime, emergency, domestic disputes, drunk driving, medical calls, and accidents do not follow a timeline. When officers are unavailable, response times increase, and in many cases, minutes matter. Reducing police hours does not eliminate risks. It simply shifts the risks onto our residents, our businesses, and ultimately the city. Fewer officers on duty means slower response times, increased dangers to citizens, and greater strains on neighboring jurisdictions that may already be stripped thin. There is also financial reality to consider. Any short-term budget savings can be wiped out by long-term costs. Lawsuits, increased crime, higher insurance premiums, loss of business investments, and declining property values. Businesses and families choose to stay in or leave a community based on how safe they feel. Once that trust is lost, it is very hard to rebuild. Our police officers are not just enforcing laws. They are first responders, de-escalators, and community protectors. Cutting their hours sends a message that safety is optional when it is in fact foundational. If budget adjustments are necessary, I urge the council to explore alternatives that do not compromise public safety, because once an emergency happens during off hours, there is no undo button. This decision is not just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about lives, accountability, and the responsibility we have to protect our community 24/7. I respectfully ask the council to reconsider and keep our police department fully staffed at all times. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next thing we have is new business, 2026 liquor licenses.
Maggie's been working hard on getting this done. We didn't discover until last week. Yeah, that these had been sent out. But Maggie was able to reach out to everyone and either via phone, email, whatnot. And as you can see, she's got a good chunk of them paid. What I would like to ask is that, because these are, they're supposed to be paid by the end of the year, I'd like to ask that you all do approval for any that come in, any that are on here now that are paid, and then any that come in before the end of the year. Because they do have to be approved by council.
Can we do like an extension for like a couple weeks or something since it relates to them now? Well, would that cause more problems? John's not here for like fast. That would be easier.
Maggie, did you have any issues with any businesses in Monroe?
I didn't have any issue. Everybody was very responsive, like, oh yeah, I knew that was coming. I just, most of them just kind of forgot about it. Actually, one reached out to me as the only reason that I didn't even look into it.
So typically, liquor licenses are approved by proclamation, by what?
By
Just motion?
motion.
By motion. And so you're asking for a motion to approve liquor licenses that have not yet been paid.
Well, approve them, if they are paid by the deadline.
Contingent on
Through
them.
these and any that could be paid before
Yes.
December 31st.
December 31st,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
I'll make that motion.
okay.
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to allow the city clerk to approve liquor license renewals up to, what's the extension date? 12/31? 12/31/2025. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, moving right along. Committee reports. First thing we have is planning and zoning. I do not see one here from planning and zoning. Is there anyone know anything about the activity within planning and zoning? Okay. Parks and recreation.
I did include an email that was sent out from Casey Reynolds, just kind of going over some things that they accomplished in '25 and they're looking forward to 2026.
Okay. Next thing we have is the Economic Development Tax Board.
We partially met, and either I'm including what we did the other day, just we had the Missouri Department of Economic Development and the Brownfield program here, just giving us information on available opportunities.
To get the November payment. It was, I think.
Much better,
first
yes.
month,
Yes. Didn't go collect it. Awesome. That's all.
Cool, thank you, Lori. Administration Committee,
Did not meet.
Operations Committee.
Meet, but we need to get one scheduled. How's January looking for anybody?
You have a particular day in mind?
What about the 6th, Tuesday?
What time would you choose?
6 p.m.
Oh, the 6th at 6.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Adrian?
That's a Monday?
Tuesday.
Right. Now we'll get the agenda out on that as soon as possible.
All right. Anything else, Mike?
That should do it.
All right, thank you. All right, next thing we have is Board of Adjustment.
Didn't meet.
Okay, Nuisance Committee.
Hello, Mayor and Council.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. The nuisance committee met on December 17th, our second meeting. And I'm here to let you all know that we have Bob on there, the building inspector, Zach, the police chief, and John is the city attorney. And I am well pleased with the way they are working together. They don't all know everything, but they are sharing information, and they are helping each other write letters and do things that the other does not know. So I'm very impressed with all three of them. So I want to make that real clear. First of all, there will be unhappy people in town. There are going to be people that say we're picking on them. They're going to be mad. But we are here to enforce the ordinances that you all have on your books. Things we've done so far is on the vehicles, and Zach, you can help me if I get off track. Zach has went and we have got Roberts and Baker Towing lined up for the final deal if they don't comply, to tow their vehicles and store them. The tow bill will be $85, it's $50 a day after the third day operation. They can come and pick their vehicle up, or they can, after 30 days, the tow company can scrap it. Some people's act is what to see in the police department. They usually give a verbal warning and try to get them to comply. And there is a lot of them that have complied with the verbal warnings. Others have not. The ones that are kicking the can down the road and ignoring the police after their warning, they are getting citations. And after the citation, if they still don't comply, then they get towed. Did I miss anything on the Vehicles Act? No, sir.
Is the citation just a written notification?
No, it's a fine. They have to appear in court, and I can't mention names, but we have citations. I've cited some of them, and they didn't even show up for court. So they most likely, they have a warrant for their arrest, of course. And I'm sure Zach will be putting a sticker on one of their cars, and one will get towed. We're going to show them that we mean business. They can't just ignore the police department and the city ordinances.
Good.
Now, we don't single out people. Zach has 5 different areas, and he tries to get one vehicle maybe in each one, or see somebody that month. Some of them, like I say, move, comply, and some are being stoked. That's what we give them a ticket. And after that, we tow their vehicle.
So the initial warning, and then they give so many days, and then
How many days do you give Zach? I have to give him a verbal.
So whenever we contact them, we're giving them a business notice, which is official. I give them 10 days. Then if there's been no change to that, within that 10 days, readdress it, and then if they don't have a claim, they get citation.
and how much is that initial fine?
That is determined by the judge on a case per case.
Oh, okay.
There are questions on the vehicles. Okay, moving on to houses and buildings. As you notice, there's been a couple tore down on First Street. The nuisance committee was not involved in that. I don't know whether Bob was instrumental in getting that done or not, but there's 2 houses that are gone on First Street. We are working on 5 others at this time. 219 Dover has received a letter, a certified letter, is the first thing we sent to them. Most of you all that's been around here will know that's the old where Ray Dell used to live. They have received the letter and they have signed that they received it. We sent a certified mail. 521 Dover, which is Lucas, it has been condemned. We're waiting for a decision on what he wants to do. 409 Chestnut has received a letter. His name is Paul Frederick. He's out of the state of Washington. Well, they're supposed to get back with us after the holidays. That is the Butte House, I believe. 118 Court Street has been condemned. It's catty-cornered from the funeral home, Garner's. Kurt Hillman from Almara owns it. And he's supposed to get back with us after the holidays on what he's going to do. 501 Vine is Darren Kendricks. He's going to get back with us after the holidays and tell us what he's going to do. So, we're giving them a little time before we work further on what we're going to do. We'll give them a timeline, and then other things will happen. There'll be other consequences. Some of these people are screaming grant, and we are letting them know that there are no grants at this time, and it's not the city's responsibility to tear down their property. So I thought I'd just enlighten you there. Now, if someday we get grants, that's great. But we're telling them at this time, there is no grants, and you cannot wait for a grant. You've been waiting for grants for 5 years. That's not gonna fly. That's about all I have.
That's a lot.
That is awesome. Well, it's a big tree, we're gonna chop a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And with these, the ones that are condemned, it could take us months before we get something done, or we end up with the property. So I know that money is tight, so if we do acquire these properties, it could be summer. So I've talked to Lori about, what's your organization, about
Tax board.
tax board, that they may be interested in helping fund to get some pulled out. And I'm warning you all that maybe next year, for your next year's budget, we will probably acquire some of these properties to try to budget money in next year to help us out.
That sounds very good. I think, I don't speak all term, I think it's our intention to try to work with an entity to help us with available grants that are for that purpose. I can't quote correctly or accurately the requirements, but I think it was like the homeowner has to have a 20% participation level or some. There's some percentage that that the homeowners have to sign up to cover relative to the total cost. It sounds like a very complicated process, but we have yet to engage a service or entity to do that for us. That's required in 2026, I believe. There's a cutoff at some point in time, very early in 2026. We have to send out request for services.
I've been told you're very knowledgeable about CDBG.
January, there's a meeting for CDG.
Yeah, there's requirements. You have to send out a request for qualifications in order to engage an entity to do this work for us, if you will. And that has yet to be done.
Yeah, so back to your point, we're interested in getting grants, but we don't have one, and there's no guarantee.
And I'm telling the individuals that we do not, they can't apply for a grant themselves.
Yeah.
So grants, I'm telling them, is off the table. That's not our business.
Correct.
If you all get grants someday, then it's available, but it's still their property to take care of. This is what we're telling.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good
We
job.
appreciate your all's
Yeah,
work.
they're a good team. They work good together. They're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
Okay, moving right along, department reports. First here is the police department.
Don't have a whole lot. Our new hire, Will Rosan, he did, graduate the academy, is now out in the TO process. With that, there are just a couple more items that we need to get for him to complete his duty gear. One of those is a taser holster attachment. We typically hold off on getting these until they pass the academy. A radio pouch that we need to get for him as well, and then a police service hat or a beanie, whatever you want to call it. So those come up to roughly $69. One of those will have shipping with it, possibly two, but not very significant.
So under 100.
Yeah, I would say $72, $73.
Okay.
Do we need to do a motion to approve that, or what is that?
Yeah.
Danette,
Danette, is that a PO or is that a motion for $73?
POs, we're not doing on anything under 500. So we just, here.
okay.
I make a motion to approve the expenditure of $100 for that.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve expenditure up to $100 for the new police officers' gear. We have a second.
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Got it.
Thank you all. Then I apologize, the report was a little bit late getting to you all, but I did hand those out. Not really any big significant changes. We have been able to close a couple of our ongoing investigations finally. We've still got multiple going. This past week we did have to do our firearms qualifications, so we do one of those per year due to post standards, which is the state of Missouri telling us we have to do that once a year. Army requires a night shoot as well. So that's what we went out and did this time. Just doing follow-up investigations, court dates, general patrols, then doing new hire processing, getting him all together in the system. So other than that, that's
What's
all
a
I
night
have.
shoot?
Night shoot, so that's where we actually have to go out and do qualifications at night. So we have 2 times a year per month. One's got to be during daytime, one's got to be at night.
You go to a range?
Yeah, so we actually go down to the range down below the name.
Oh, okay.
Go down there, they typically close it off for us and keep it all nice and tight for us. So we can not worry
That'd be a
about
good idea.
too many people. Yeah, that many guys, but that many guns going, it gets pretty loud pretty quick. But, yeah. Other than that, that's all I have for you all. Unless anybody has questions.
One quick question. All the vehicles up and running now?
Yep.
Good deal.
We have them all good. We do have one that is going to be going in for minor maintenance. It's like initial wiper or something like that. So it's only like maybe 15, 20.
Well, hopefully we're past the transmissions for a while.
Yeah, I imagine we are. So, hope for the best.
All right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna have a brief report from Water. What?
Poor George. Every time.
Cat who ate the canary.
I don't have anything to report.
Very good, moving right along.
Moving right along.
Warmings are going well.
Pleased to hear that.
Yes, everything's going well. We've been doing some flushing. I did 2 items that you guys approved last month. They have already showed up. I'm just waiting on the hose to hook up to the diffuser that hooks up to the back of the truck. So right now we're still flushing out like we always have. But we're just flushing dead ends just to get fresh water moved through. Yep, I was going to ask for something tonight, but since it has to be brief, I guess I'll just.
If it's cheap enough, we might consider it.
Well, $700 for a pallet jack. I really need a pallet jack.
Okay, is that part of our budget? We have?
It is.
All right. Do you need approval to go ahead and move, purchase that?
Please.
Is that a multi-quote?
Well, do you have bids?
No, I just find it off the line. Do I need bids? I know
The
there
way
was
the
talk.
operation committee has kind of decided was that just to be fair and make sure we're doing our due diligence and checking prices and getting this.
Yeah, I guess I need to know the rules. Tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was under a certain amount, you have written or verbal or
Is that, where's that at, so they have access to it, so they know?
the procurement policy.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
So anything over 500 requires a PO.
But under what, 1,500, you can get just verbal? I don't know what that policy is.
I mean, we've always just done 3. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
whether
remember
it's
it's supposed to
verbal
be.
or.
I wish I knew the answer. I do know what the state auditor report said in 2020. We need to start using competitive bids on our purchases, and they weren't dollar specific.
But I think, like, the state had a process, a procurement policy that would follow, because it's under.
I know the city can
$2,500.
set their own because I know when I was on Alderman in Canton, we set it at $12,500 because everything has gotten so expensive. You couldn't go buy 5 pieces of pipe it'd be underneath that, and then you had to put it out for bid and so on and so forth, so it doesn't matter. I mean,
Okay, let's do this, so we can move this meeting along. Let's go ahead and give a tentative approval for a purchase of a pallet jack up to that amount. We'll go get competitive bids, if we can find them in a timely manner, and we will choose the appropriate bid that is under, if it's under this, as long as they're apples to apples on quality, blah, blah, blah. But go ahead and give us an approval to purchase a pallet jack at a cost of up to $700, depending upon the review of competitive quotes. And you can give that to Net or I to manage.
Sure.
So what do you think? Y'all up for that?
That
So we move
satisfies
this
me.
process along.
That satisfies me. And yeah, we may have to talk about like what we
Well,
can
yeah,
do.
that needs to be something that,
I do think even like for, and yeah, I don't know what the good number is, because at a certain point you're wasting. But for a lot of this stuff, I mean, getting a couple of quotes off the website should be
Fairly
fairly
straightforward.
straightforward.
Yes.
And we get a few things. And so, you know, it's not going to send paperwork out to a bunch of people, but like we have 3 website posts to say, hey, we're buying a reasonable
We have a
price.
policy, I don't know what it says.
But
I
anyway,
have my laptop with me, I can't go online and look at it right this second, so.
but I'll make a motion to approve the pallet jack purchase up to the, was it $750 you said?
Yeah, because I got also figure shipping in there.
Okay, up to $750, contingent on,
Review of competitive bids.
pricing. Yeah.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the purchase of a pallet jack up to $750 in total, based upon review of competitive quotes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries. Thank you.
George, $2.2 million of unaccounted, 2.2 million unaccounted gallons of water.
Yes.
Plus flushing.
No, flushing is figured in there. I cannot answer. I wish I could. All I can tell you is how much water we actually send out of the building after it gets sent out. I mean, I do remember we have no leaks that have surfaced. We had a good snow on the ground. We did dry majority of our mains, and normally when you get the snow on the ground, the water is warmer, it'll actually melt, and we did not see, we found nothing.
Could it be metering at the plant or something?
No, I had the meter calibrated at the plant. But I I base my figures off of a calendar month. We read water meters based off of, from like the 11th to the 11th, roughly. It kind of depends upon how the days fall. So sometimes there's more or less time in what people are being charged.
Yeah, so that month is like 30%. 32% versus.
Right, and we were under 10
Yeah.
multiple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's gonna correct itself this next month. I'm hoping it corrects itself this next month.
Because, yeah, 'cause that's a significant portion of our
Yes.
water.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and also, well, in that time frame, Cannon really stopped using water. We were able to get the towers full every day, so I mean, there could have been variance in, but that's only 500,000 gallons different. But yeah, with a couple days, there's 500,000 gallons a day roughly. If there's 5 days difference in meter readings.
What's the capacity of the two towers combined?
750,000,
So you have a float of 750 approximately, some percentage.
yes.
Okay. Well, that doesn't answer the question, but it's still
Yeah.
a lot of water.
The industrial park is 500,000 gallons.
Yes, ma'am. Then this was 250.
Okay. Anything else?
Thank you.
No, I was.
You knew it.
I knew you were going to ask, and yes, I'm hoping that next month that I will actually have the numbers before you get my next report, so next month I'll tell you at the first meeting.
Thank you, George. Appreciate it very much. Okay, next thing we have on the agenda is the electric department.
What went wrong this morning, Justin?
Transmission, pole was broken. These minor wins, or you had fault?
It wasn't us.
It was Northeast Power.
These towers are a provider, and they could have a full break, 50, 75 miles away.
This affected like 20 counties.
Like I said, they were with the
Yeah,
police station.
Mexico, Elmira.
A lot of stuff I saw down the trees and stuff.
I was still at home, it woke me up.
So luckily they got it repaired.
Well,
Switched around
woke
very
you
well.
up.
It woke me up.
Well, that's not good.
Everybody was
It
pretty
was a
stressed, but
sideways wind.
we survived.
Thank you.
I have a few things to propose. All of them are on the budget except for one, and this has to do with our apprentices. They move from first step to second step. I wanted to propose a pay schedule increase for apprenticeship. I wrote out a proposed pay schedule. I did some research, and this is right in the ballpark of what our neighboring cities are doing with apprenticeships.
How does the apprenticeship work? How long are they in apprenticeship program?
It takes 5 years.
And they move from step on their own depending upon
Testing. They gotta have a certain amount of hours in the field, and then they test out through written testing.
Hmm.
Sure.
I do have some of the scales on, from other cities around. Hannibal scale. Yeah, I don't have one for everybody, but it's, I don't know if the mayor wants to see it, kind of pass it around. And this is Hannibal scale for their apprenticeship program. Palmyra didn't send me any papers, but they sent me the numbers, which is right here. That's Palmyra's numbers. This is Macon's numbers, and this is MPUA's numbers. Just all the administrations. Or his operations. Anyway, apprenticeship programs are a long process, but it does create excellent workers when they're finished. Pay scales commensurate increase as their experience increases. Put a little asterisk in there to the last two steps. The scales increase considerably, but there could be flexibility based on what their evaluation comes out, how they're doing in the field. But as of right now, our apprentices are doing excellent. They are really doing hot secondary work, and this is low voltage work with proper safety gear on. And anything to energize that we can do, get them up there, we're doing it.
And where are they both at now?
They just moved to second step.
And is this roughly by year? You said it's like so this is
Pretty much a calendar
I
year.
said, you said it's testing wise, but roughly. Yeah. Okay.
This one from Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal's really got a really great scale.
What is SCADA department?
That's systems, diagnostics, basically,
Like a monitoring.
information technology monitoring.
Okay.
Is it like the stadium uses water? Is it the same Oh, the one in Hannibal, it's actually a room and all the phone calls, all customer concerns go there and then they dispatch people and they will see how they go.
Yeah, but not in the budget.
No, it was not. But it can be something that can be discussed and brought up at a later date, but I wanted to get it out here and at least let you see it, let you think about it, talk about it.
Appreciate your other, comparisons too, so thank you.
Yeah. Other budget items were tires, the pickup truck that I drove to drive needs new tires, I got 3 quotes. Missouri Tire, or Monroe Tire, Tri-County Tire, and Wilson Tire at Hannibal. Wilson Tire is comparable with the cheapest at Hannibal. We have a local company that's only $4 a tire that I see.
Probably say that much driving. Probably say that much over driving.
Probably, yes. But Monroe Tire has 4 tires at a price of $700. $700.
That's installed. That's installed.
That's installed.
Just what it recommended.
So that's in our budget. I'll make a motion to approve the bid from Monroe Tire for the tires for $700.
Yes.
How much?
Or 700
700.
for your truck.
For my truck, yes. It's $175 a tire.
That's
I'll
one,
second.
what company?
Monroe Tire.
Okay. We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the purchase of
And that's
tires from
all 3 quotes.
Monroe Tire in the amount of $700 for electric department. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries.
The next proposed item is tooling. It's in the budget. This is for a long stick, which is a stick that we use to open fuses. We only
Right.
have one. Want to put one on our other truck. So,
How many do you have now?
we have one.
You have one.
Some
Understood.
hole cutters. What else did I put in? A shotgun stick, which is basically a tool you use in the air to take hotline clamps off. And mechanical grounds. So right now we have one set of grounds, and that's when you kill a line, you take these jumpers and you ground a line out so it can't become energized. It's a safety precaution. We have one set. They're short. I want longer sets. That way we can do bigger jobs. So, but it's all in the budget. I got 3 quotes. The best quote came from Hallman Equipment Company for some of the items, which was, so I'll do this in 2 sections because the grounds come from a different company. They have a better price. But the first is just hot stick, long stick, bolt biters came at $1,376.45. That's the winning bid from Hallman Equipment.
I'll make a motion to approve Common for up to $13.75,
$1,376.45.
$13.77
Yes.
for
Tooling.
tooling.
Yes.
I'll second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve expenditure of $1,377 to Solomon Equipment for tooling for electric department. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
Mechanical grounds come from Mid-America Testing and Supply. They build their own grounders so they can do it cheaper than anybody else. They come at $990. And that's for 3, so $330 a piece.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the purchase from, who's the company? What's the company's name?
That one was Mid-America.
Mid-America?
Mid-America Testing. Mid-America Testing.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the grounds for a total cost of $999 from Mid-America.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion, a second on the floor to approve the grounds for electric department. The amount of $990 from Mid-America. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries. have you given her copies of the quotes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, the next one is metering, so we have 3 meters left to change to be completely automated AMI. They're kind of specialty, and they're weird metering, but I got prices, I got quotes on it, and it'll take a minute just to straight the right ones. So to change 2 of these, you have to buy a module adapter and the meter itself. So the adapter are $265 a piece.
How many of those you need?
2. One at Farmers, one for Potterfield as well. And the meters themselves are 160, so that comes to 850 to do the metering changes. And this was on last year's budget, but this is finishing up from last year.
So pretty high amperage services.
Yeah, they're 320 amp services.
So that would leave one.
They're called K meter bases, so they pull the meter actually pulls to the socket instead of you take the meter, stick it in, and bolts to it. So I have to buy an adapter that you bolt to this, then we can put our meter. And that's why they've been changed, because it's kind of weird. I did a bunch of research to figure out what they are, because honestly I hadn't seen it before.
Right.
The next one are just 2 meters that are a specialty meter too that's left, and let's see, 12S meters, $350, $175 a piece. I need 2 of those, and I need 2 16S, 320 amp, and this is for one of George's lift stations. So that's a special meter. That's $250. I want 2, so I can have a backup. So that's $850 to finish off that meter.
So what's the total of meters?
This should be 1,700 total per meter.
Does that complete the automation?
That should, unless there's one we just missed and didn't find out there. When the weather's nasty, we've been doing our meter reads, so we're doing an audit of the meters. It'll take us pretty much any snow day, any rain day, we'll get finished, so we'll find any of the ones we're missing. But we have backups for all of them, we have spares for all of them.
So we won't have a spare for the 2.
We will, because we'll have one 3S meter, it takes a 3S,
Okay.
and it'll cover both of those
Okay.
K adapters. There's already one in the field that was done before I got here.
Can I ask for some clarity on this real quick?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So theirs Macon starts at the top left. So that's first step. This is their hourly wage.
Okay.
Second, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, I had to ask him that too.
Well, that's good.
I didn't ask him about that because it's probably some kind of accounting thing they use, but this is what he told me. Top left starts apprenticeship right there. So it's
Okay. And then on the MPUA one,
MPUA,
that's based on the amount of meters in the area? So we'd be under that first line roughly?
Yeah, we're at 3,600. We're going all day.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so to cut to the chase here, you're gonna use you're gonna spend $1,700.
Yes.
To finish off the AMI.
Is that it?
That's it.
Let me see, you said we started out at 850, but now we went up to 1,700.
That's it. Those 2 groupings.
So we got one for 850 and one for 1,700.
No, one for 850, the other one for 850.
Okay,
Total 1,700.
got it. I want to make sure I understood this.
Should have done all
Okay, so we need $1,700 approved to spend for these meters to close up this AMI metering. Are those meters very old, real old? The current meters?
The current meters, I'd say they're within less than 5 years.
Less than 5 years. Okay.
Yeah, this is still where we like for some of this stuff because we didn't have this or something.
What was the question?
Yeah, we were paying for having it done, even though they weren't done, as far as the software goes, I think. Is that what you're saying?
I was saying there was something like, we're paying for the service already, even though we weren't able to use it on a couple of them.
Right, 'cause I think it's a package deal, right?
I assume it is.
Or we pay X amount regardless of how many endpoints are in use.
But this will complete it, and I'd say the last 6 months, we've been building 300 to 500 meters. Wow. I have been in a warehouse of boxes, and I don't know, right now, the company will give me $1 a piece.
Oh, man.
That doesn't seem like a very good return.
Doesn't seem like a very good deal.
Now, how much do they weigh?
Is there copper in those meters?
There's some copper.
So say those probably worth more scrap than our dollar.
Are those glass? lenses
Some
or
are glass, some are plastic.
Okay, so to wrap this up on the AMI, and you are right, we do pay for AMI no matter what. So I get the discussion. The total amount's $1,700 for these meters.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve purchase the meters. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Did Alderman Saunders and Alderman Quinn vote?
Sorry, yes, that's.
Yes.
We're on.
Okay, the ayes have it, motion carries.
I know I've asked for a lot tonight, but this is stuff that plans us and get this set up for the future. This next one is materials, distribution materials. It's our biggest line item, or one of our largest line items on our budget, and we budgeted plenty for this. So I got 3 quotes for basic materials: hotline clamps, stirrups, lightning arresters. These are all items that we use every day, and we're local. So, the winning bid came at Arkansas Electric for these items at $5,081.61.
That's for everything.
Yeah, it's been more. And the new BSA, these will all be each one will be a line item now. First, so we do want to see clarity on it. We can show it through that. But this looks like 10, 15 material items, 15 line items at some at 25, some at 10, some at 3, some at 5, some at 7. If you want to know each one, I'll tell them.
It's basically stock and stuff you use daily that you buy from that.
Yes, distribution materials, yeah.
I may have missed this during the conversation. How long a period of time will this purchase cover?
Last,
It's really unknown, isn't it?
it depends on how much you use.
Yeah.
It's stuff we're going to use.
Okay.
That we need to use on
So you had 3 quotes,
basic maintenance. 3 quotes, Arkansas Electric, that's the bid at
total at,
5,000.
And $81.
$81.61.
I'll make a motion to approve Arkansas Electric.
this, just so you know, this is a line item in the approved budget.
Already, yeah.
Oh, I have a motion on the floor for purchase of material for electric department. These are consumables, $5,081.51. Do we have a second? We have a motion, a second on the floor to approve purchase of the materials for the electric department in the amount of $5,081.51. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is North Park ready?
I don't know if it's exactly what you want, but we put
Is the box up there?
we put an outlet and a box. The box is probably 8 inch by 8 inch. It's an empty box. Okay. So it takes screws out, and you can put conduit in if you want to. It's got holes that you can put conduit to it,
Okay.
whatever you need in there.
Okay, so the power's inside the box,
The power's an outlet next to the box.
next to the box, okay.
Which is what they requested. What has to occur to complete that is we have to have an internet provider install the service.
Yeah.
Then we have to purchase the camera. And at that point in time, when we have all our work done, we can purchase the camera and have them come in and complete the installation of the camera. So the next thing on the list, if we haven't already done it, is to choose a internet provider and have them install the internet cable.
I'll get that ball rolling.
Okay.
Yep.
This is all part of the North Park project. All the costs are associated with the grant. Just more, more loose ends. Of course, this coming year, we'll be doing the building with the restrooms. And may have additional thing we don't know yet. We don't know how everything faces and what the direction's going to be. So Park Board's Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee is handling those issues. So thank you very much. Any more questions?
Christmas lights, we're losing wreaths. They're not staying on the poles. The brackets are breaking. The wind just catches these. So we're taking down 4 wreaths. They've been damaged. Put them in the shed. So not all the Christmas lights are up, but there's a lot of them.
They were up before Thanksgiving, thank you.
The poles are rotten. The brackets. One was a brand new bracket we put up. The wind just got it. They just catch it. That's right. I assume it's happened in the past, but I can't.
This kind of applies to electric. I had a message from a former citizen that asked if through the holidays that we can turn the lights on inside St. Jude's, and they believed that they were on a timer.
Well, they're on, right?
I got an email tonight.
Did you?
They have been turned on.
Thank you.
I got one too.
Did you? Yeah.
Ball.
I kind of forgot all about it,
I wasn't aware of it.
I like the idea.
I do too. The first year that I left for Christmas that I wasn't around for quite a while and came back, we had just gotten the new lights. The park was all lit up, the church was lit up, and it was magical to come home to.
Perhaps we can go back to that. I'm not the Grinch that stole Christmas. Trust me.
It's not what I heard.
Somebody else.
So do you have any questions on the proposal for the friendship? Would you like more time? Do you want to talk about it?
I think we would defer that, in my opinion, we defer to our committee.
That's going to go to committee for review. It's looking at what you propose versus what you presented from the other departments. A real quick review. The first 3 steps don't look way out there as far as, actually all of your proposals are less than what they're doing, considerably less, but this looks like it's something that we can they can at least consider. I don't know what their action will be.
Middle of the road there.
Yeah. It's unfortunate for all of us that we went into 2024 upside down in electric department. Changes were made to the rate structure. Some other changes were made to some of the billing processes that were problematic within the actual calculations. And that has allowed us to not be underwater at the end of this next fiscal year. And so what that actually means is that we will be generating the revenues each month as we move forward, and we'll have to keep a close eye on all of our expenses and our expenditures. And hopefully, with this new system that's being installed, BS&A, we will have much more timely information and can both observe and react to any changes that might occur. What I might remind all is that the expected sales, which provides the expected revenues, was based upon the total sales in the 24-25 budget. If those sales goes up, we will generate additional revenues. If those sales go down, we will not achieve the revenues that were planned. Therefore, the expenses that were planned based upon the revenues that were planned will have to be reviewed. What's going to happen? I don't know. I do not know. And so all those things have to be have to be in our thoughts and consideration whenever we're making any determinations on planning expenditures, including labor and cost of labor that we plan for in this next budget year. And that's just a cautionary tale from the chief budget officer, who is me. So, is there anything else you have for us, sir?
I don't have anything for me.
You guys are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next thing
Merry
we have,
Christmas.
I'm sorry, what?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, gas department, I see that,
I received the report after.
okay. Did the operations committee establish a requirement for department managers to be at the meeting?
No, we asked if they have a report.
Very good. Very good. I was looking for clarification.
Yeah, no, I mean, as a council member, I appreciate when they're able to attend meetings, but I also understand that may not always be the case, and, but we do want to.
We want the
from our
report.
committee, we do want a report so that we have that faith on what's going on.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Okay, I assume you guys will take a look at that when it comes around. If you have any questions, we'll have to get those sent to Terry. Next thing we have on the agenda is street.
We got our signs, we're working on lane flag person ahead. They're good. I talked,
Use them yet?
put one up and took a picture of it.
There you go.
George, I should have had it out there in the windstorm.
That's really tough to mock.
I have the picture.
Yeah. Jerry Jensen called, he took some measurements of the old plow and asked him to down years in. He'd have to stop.
And that goes
This
on
year?
the,
loader. Yes.
okay, that goes on the loader.
I made one round in the last snowstorm, got out there and report. So when it quit snowing, we fixed it up again, tried again. So everything.
They're welding on weld sign.
Yep, we got it all welded up again.
Yeah.
This here, I'll give you a copy of this. This is Safety Clean. They picked up our used oil. They used to pay us a little bit for it. Hope you can read it. I think it ain't read it. I'm sure the teacher will pick it apart.
I'm sure.
Got a red pen, anybody? Yeah.
Is there a red marker?
One of the things that when Rodney approached me about this, we went online and tried to find other companies that will purchase used oil, and they're far and few between. No one purchases it. Everyone wants you to pay them to come get it, which seems to be a change from a few years ago, but it is what it is.
This same outfit, I just researched, they said like 2 years ago, they thought they'd give us a quarter gallon. So I called, and as you can see by his name, and I don't hear the best no more. He didn't speak English the best, but I tried my best. $175 to get the truck here, and he said 55 to 70 cents per gallon once we had an account, and I figured we had an account. But, Safety Clean, because I used to come to a parts washer machine years ago. He said he couldn't find it, and he'd give me a better deal. I It'd be nice with all these oil burners around somebody, but this is my scare. I'm not positive what's in these barrels. They come from the old light plant years ago, and I found 6 barrels. Well, I knew it was there, and I forgot about the other 4 down at the old city barn. But they're just there, taking up room, nasty. If I was guaranteed they was used oil or something, yeah.
I don't,
I'm not positive, and I don't want to hurt nobody. Don't want the city's name.
I don't know that you could trust that what's in that,
No.
large barrel where we allow people to dump their used oil is all oil.
Right, because that's
Don't know.
and we let people dump. I had somebody ask me today, and I said, yeah, for now, but I said, the city probably put a stop to it because they used to pay us to take it, which, that's fine. But now, if it's first we're having to pay for it, probably put a stop to it.
If you, and this is just me talking out loud, not everybody changes their own oil, but a lot of people do.
Oh, yeah.
And if we stop doing that, I'm concerned it's going to end up on the curbs, and trash pickup is going to end up being dumped, gosh knows where.
Yeah.
And maybe at some point in time we'll have to have that discussion. But for right now, I think what I would like to do is to get approval to get these barrels out of here. There's several of them that look like they could literally fall apart right now. Then we got to spill.
Then we got to spill,
Yeah, really.
So I
I
think
got 6 in the main and 4 over there. I've forgotten about them other 4. That's why I had to make a little bit of a correction. So he said once the account was set up with us, that he'd give me a better understanding of the price.
why don't we, for now, go ahead and get an account set up and then have him get us an update on the cost.
Okay.
And then in 2 weeks, you can come back and tell us nothing's going to happen, I don't think, in 2 weeks.
I mean, they're not like starting to rust through.
No, them aren't too bad.
Yeah.
I checked them once, but they've been there, and I think they come out of the old light plant. They had them motors that they sold. I don't know if they had oil spared or changed oil or what. Somebody said we come for chainsaw oil. 10 gallons, 55 gallons.
What does some of the other mechanic shops use? Do they use Safety Clean as well?
I'm not real positive. I was gonna ask Matt Anderson today when I talked to him and see if he had.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Why
You
you're
can-
checking-
I can do some more checking.
Wire has his own burner.
He's got his own burner, and I know
So
a lot of
does
people would love to have it, but
But if we don't know
I can't guarantee
100%
what it is. If I was guaranteed,
I'd say for this time, I would set them off and.
be done with it.
And then like new stuff, we could consider if we had things that we
Well,
know
we-
we had control over.
We got a 500 gallon barrel out there, but like the mayor said, if you're not monitoring it all the time, somebody
You don't know what's in there.
antifreeze in it or something, that's only.
Is it open to the public?
Yes, has been for decades.
Really?
Close it.
Hmm?
How do we close it?
Well, you don't want to put it on the curb or pouring it in the grass.
Well, we don't want to put it, well, we don't know what it is.
Well, the thing is, that I didn't know
Put a
about it.
lock and monitor,
Can we move it inside in the barn?
Well, see, it's in a
It's in a container area. It's required to be in a
Oh,
container.
yes.
It's not contained, so that
With
if
the
it's
fuel
spilled.
barrels or fuel tanks,
Yeah,
ever leak, we got it.
yeah.
I mean, it's nice, it's like 500 gallons. It's got a lid, don't have a lock on it. I've seen people dumping in there, and I said the gentleman told me today. For now, yeah. Okay. But yeah, you're right. Dump it. The only thing you can do is lock and come at a certain time and call for an appointment to dump your oil and have somebody there. Like we talked about jump.
That might be a consideration.
Jump day.
That might be a consideration.
Or maybe if they have them just drop the jugs off at the barn so we can see.
And now we got to dispose of the jugs. All right. Once you get that information, and then bring it back to the next meeting, and we
Yeah,
can
I'll do some more.
thrash that
checking
out.
and stuff. But I just wanted to make you aware of.
I appreciate it.
Trying to get rid of.
Yeah, it used to be a profit.
Yeah, right, that's what I thought. Because I asked him, I said, you're gonna pay us that? Oh.
Oh, real quick, I want to back up just for a second. On the gas department, they did come in and talk to me. They're working this week on the clearing the easement on the 26 miles of gas line we've got. I asked for an update on when they thought that was going to be completed, and they expect to have that completed early summer. So having to go clear 26 miles of easement that hasn't been touched in over 15 years.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, the city of Monroe City purchased some very good accessories to go on, or attachments to go on to the skid steer with both those two expenditures. But 26 miles of easement's a lot to maintain.
Yeah, especially in that terrain.
And so what we should expect in the future, if everything goes according to plan, we'll only be required to mow it once a year, perhaps twice a year, versus doing what we're doing right now is taking down trees that are 36 inches in diameter.
They're how big?
Big.
Yeah. Well, it hadn't been touched in 15 years.
Yeah.
Did you say 36 inches in diameter?
They're big.
Fast growing tree.
I don't know. You know, I went out there once and watched what they were doing, and I figured it's going to take me years to get it done. It's a lot, but they're moving pretty quick. They're working on the south side of the Salt River right now. So, interesting information for those that don't know that we've got 26 miles of line that we have to maintain. All right, next on the agenda is the building inspector. Nothing. Excuse me?
I didn't receive a report.
Okay, we'll want to remind him that we need a report. Airport, no one here for that. Mosswood, I'm not aware of anything. Unless there's something else regarding department reports, let's move right on to presentation of bills and approval of payments under tab 12.
Looks like we got a credit from BSNA, huh?
I'm sorry.
Looks like we had a credit from BSNA. That 525 is.
The second one?
Yeah, the second
We
one.
had to do a change order, and that was on our fixed assets. Our fixed assets were to be included in this part of the conversion, however, we don't have a list of fixed assets, so, I've tasked all of the department heads with getting one together, provided them a template to put everything on, and, it will come back for our March conversion. They have until the end of January to finish their fixed asset list.
Okay.
So,
What's the vehicle maintenance this month?
So the city hall and the PD uses Tiger Hawk. I'm so confused on all these different. Sheridan, what's Tiger Hawk do?
Tiger Hawk is our monthly,
Is it secured?
IT, yeah.
Yeah, IT security.
It's like our, any service calls, it's our, it's the package that we agreed to get with Tiger Hawk, is what it amounts to.
But it's different than the internet service.
Yeah.
Correct.
Motion to approve the bills as presented.
Second. I have a motion second on the floor to approve the accounts payable. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Next thing we have on the agenda is unfinished business. Moving right along. Okay, this agenda includes a vote to close part of the meeting pursuant to RSMO 610.021, paragraph 1 and 3, privileged communications between its representatives and its attorneys, and hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees by the public governmental body when personal information about the employee is discussed or recorded.
I make a motion.
We have a motion on the floor to go in closed session.
Second,
We have a motion and a second on the floor to go into closed session.
Alderman Flynn,
Yes.
Alderman Saunders,
yes.
Alderman Osborne,
Yes.
Alderman Simpson.
Yes.
Alderman Schneider,
Yes.
Alderman Smith.
Yes.